Hey, 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 hey. Mm, mm. Cheers to life. Hey, hey, hey. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I do upload a lot of shorts, and that's just because someone introduced me to TikTok. So I'm always on TikTok, and then I just, like, whatever I record on TikTok, I just upload it to YouTube on the shorts. I think I do need to do better with videos. I have a lot of videos. Like, my daughter makes fun of me because she's like, there's not one day that goes by that you don't record. And I'm just like, every moment is so precious to me. Every moment is like something to capture. So I have a lot of videos. I have a lot of videos and pictures, but I don't post them. I should. I need to work on that. But anyways, today's video is going to be about how much are my monthly expenses here in Kenya. People have been asking me that, like friends back home and people back home. They always want to know, well, how much is a US dollar there? And yes, one US dollar is like 120 shillings here. So it sounds like a lot, but in reality it's not. And so I'll break it down. But I will start this off by saying living in Kenya is not cheap. Living in Africa is not cheap, really. I mean, I think that's a big, huge misconception. It's not cheap. There are things that are cheaper here than in the US, and then there's a lot of things that are cheaper in the US than here. So I will start by saying that. But for me, I only live off of 500 USD a month, basically $500 a month here. It would be lower if I didn't have a child that loves American food, but I have a child that loves American food, so that is one reason why my expense is higher. It probably would be $250 a month, honestly. So let's break it down. First, I pay around $100 a month for rent. And this is because I bought my apartment with cash. So I don't have a loan, I bought it with cash. So that was one of the reasons why I did that, why I wouldn't move to Kenya until I had my apartment. And that's because your apartment, like your rent and mortgage, is going to be your highest expense. And so my $100 a month is really fees. Like I have like homeowner association fees similar to the US. So I have service fees. So it's because we have like security. We have 3 pools. And we have like a kids area. And then of course the beach, upkeep, a restaurant. Yeah, the restaurant is really good. Like this is the restaurant. So, yeah. So I just pay a service fee. One of my second biggest expenses, or my first biggest expense, is food. I know. Actually, a lot of my friends make fun of me, like my Kenyan friends, because they're like, why are you always eating? I gotta work on that. I'm trying to lose weight. Oh yeah, my place has a gym too. And I've been going to the gym. I've been posting some shorts. Have I lost? I feel like my chin is looking a little smaller, a little defined, a little bit more defined. I don't know. So anyways, food. So for me, I could really probably live in Kenya like $100 a month on food, just because I can eat the local foods. Like I can go to the market. They have markets where I am like twice a week. I can go to the market, get fruits, get vegetables. I can go to the local butcher, get the meat. So for me, and I love fruits. So for me, if it was just me, it'd be like $100 a month. But my daughter, that's one thing that she has struggled with here in Kenya, is the food. she's forced to eat the food at school, which I love her school. I need to do a video about like international school and then culture shifts or whatever, but she does eat at school because they make her eat. But when she comes home, she only wants like chips, and chips here are French fries. So French fries, ice cream, cookies. She doesn't eat the pizza here like she ate back home because she doesn't like the cheese here. And I've been trying to find the cheese. Like I try to make her real cheese sandwiches, and I've been trying to find the cheese, but I cannot find the cheese that she likes. Also, she's really in love with this yogurt here called Laki Laki or Lakey Lakey. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. Like she goes to those yogurts, like she eats like 4 a day. I'm dead ass. So, and then she really likes this restaurant called CJ's. CJ's is like it reminds me of like maybe a IHOP back home. It's very westernized, the food, the way it tastes. So we try to do that at least on Sundays before we go to church. I try to give her that. And then she likes like American candies and stuff, which out here are way more expensive than back in the States. So I'm trying to force her to eat like Kenyan candies, but she really likes American candies and Oreos and stuff. So I'd be trying to force her to eat the local. Not force her, but get her to like eat the local. So she's starting to eat it, but we're working on that. So yeah, the food is about $250, 250 USD a month. My other expense is transport. In Kenya, they have been impacted by the war because gas prices have gone up, but not as much as US. I think it's like maybe 75 cents a gallon now, which before it was lower. But anyways, because I live so far out and far away from everything, I go to town on the weekends to grocery shop because a lot of the foods that my daughter likes is at the grocery store. So I go to the town to grocery shop. I go to church out of town. I really haven't found a church here in my little village town, whatever, that I necessarily like. So I go about 40 minutes away. And even that church is cool, but that's one thing I miss about home. I miss the black church. The preaching, the music, the singing, I miss all that. I haven't experienced that here. So, but yeah, transport is about $100 a month. That's boda rides. I like bodas and tuk-tuks because for me, the tuk-tuk reminds me of my Jeep back home. You remind me of my Jeep. So I like tuk-tuks. That's like my favorite transport. I take a matatu sometimes when I'm going like maybe to Kilifi Town, but most of my rides are tuk-tuks and bodas. So yeah, so 100 in basically rent fees, 250 in food, so that's 350, 100 in transport, so that's 450. Yeah, wait, let me count that again. 100 in transport and 100 in rent is 200, then 250 for food, so yeah, that's 450. So the extra $50 is probably like doing activities with my daughter, going to the movies. She's in this program here where she does like, she does like modeling and dance. So that's like, yeah, about $50 a month. Yeah, so yeah, that's about 500. Sometimes I may spend a little bit more if we go to Nairobi and I do an Airbnb or something, but it's around 500 a month on average. Now, what I didn't calculate in there is my biggest expense, which is my daughter's school fees. She loves her school, so it's worth it, but school fees are a bit much compared to like me living in the US and not paying for school at all because we were doing public school. But she's in an international school, Cambridge Education here. So it's about $1,200 per term, and there's 3 terms, so it's about $3,600 a year. I might create a GoFundMe for her since everybody loves her. Like, they could be paying her her school fees. But yeah, so it's about $3,600 in school fees, and then if they go on field trips, I have to pay for that. But the school fees, the school includes like the fees and extracurricular activities. So she does like taekwondo and swimming and like Girl Scouts, they're equivalent to Girl Scouts. And then what else does she do there? Oh, and the transport. So there's a bus that comes directly to my apartment and takes her all the way back to school and then drops her back off. So I mean, it's a lot as far as like what I'm used to paying back home because I didn't pay anything. But compared to private schools back home, come on, it's not. So yeah, I live here for about like $500 a month. And I'm really enjoying myself here. This is not my first time in Kenya. I've been in love with Kenya since I first came. But living here is a little different. And I was thinking about turning my apartment into an Airbnb. But I really like it. So I don't know. I don't know when I'm going back home. But so far, I just really like it here. I like it here. And the number one reason why I like it here is because I'm paying $500. I'm paying $500 a month. Now, if I was home, I would be paying more. And I would probably be struggling because I lost my job back home. And my expenses would be way more than $500 a month. So I would probably be like searching for a job. But right now, like my little small businesses are sustaining me. So, and then it's like, and even if I don't make any money, I don't have to worry about rent or mortgage. So it's like, that's the biggest stress. That's the biggest stressor. So yeah, so that's how much I pay. That's how I live. Also, this is gonna be a little messed up or whatever, but I like that we live so far away from the main city and the main town, because like my daughter really can't ask me for a lot. So like if we lived in the city, then it would be like, oh, let's go to KFC because they have a KFC, or let's go to the mall, but there's no mall. There's nothing by us, so all she can do is just go to the beach or go swimming and then wait for the weekend for us to go out, which saves me a lot of money. Like having things advertised to you constantly and in your face is a big expense, because it's like you buy things that you don't need, you eat things that you don't need, you indulge in things that you don't need. So here, we're not faced with that pressure. So, yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Peace.